No, okay. That works. Audio is working now. Not it's looking good. Okay. All right. Starting things off again. Okay. Hey gamers, welcome to the One Track Jon Show. Sorry about that technical difficulties. Not sure what happened there. It was a bit of a hiccup, but this is the One Track game. I can't talk. This is the One Track Jon Show. Each week on Saturday mornings, I talk about what happened during the week and saving the news for topics to talk about for the One Track Gamers podcast. So with that, let's get to it. So a lot happened during the week. There was the Apple event that announced the new Apple Watch and the new iPhone. And there was also the PlayStation meeting that announced the PlayStation that they officially announced the PlayStation 4 Slim and the PlayStation 4 Pro. So, yeah, there's a lot of things to talk about. So let's get right to it. All right, so for you guys who don't know about this, Ready Player One. Ready Player One is a great book. I do recommend checking that out. I enjoyed it quite often, or I did enjoy it a lot. And I don't really read books that much either. So that, I mean, like, the books that I've read recently during the past few years was the Hunger Games books and the Ready Player One. But yeah, so Steven Spielberg, as you can see in these, oh, it's not loading. I guess it doesn't work. Nothing is working, but I'm sure it'll work here, unless they took it down. No, that was Twitter stuff. Okay, yeah. So over Kotaku, Brian Ashcraft wrote that Steven Spielberg is bringing Ernest Cline's book Ready Player One to the big screen. And somebody tweeted out the different shots, the setting shots for Ready Player One, and it looks good. It's looking good so far. I'm excited for this movie. I think it doesn't come out until like 2019. They were supposed to be coming out 2018, but they did not want to come out at the same time as Star Wars Episode 8. So I'm excited for this movie to come. Not hyping myself too much because I haven't seen a trailer yet. Not sure what else to expect. But yeah. Yakuza 6 features cam girls. Let's see what that's all about. Brian Ashcraft over at Kotaku says, not a cam girl? Well, yeah, it's the actor from Battle Royale. Says the previous Yakuza games lets players talk to virtual hostesses in bars and clubs. As a sign of the times, the upcoming entry in the long-running series features cam girls. Yep. So yeah, that's... You can see that they're there. These are the girls, and they are punching. Ooh. Good times. Never played a Yakuza game. Really played it. I mean, I've tried it. I loaded it up, chatted it up for like 30 minutes, give it a John's try, and it was intriguing. But I'm looking for the prequel to come out for the PlayStation 4. Batman Returns. It's finally coming in October, and there was I guess they released the rendered shots. PlayStation 4 or PlayStation VR will come with an 8-game demo disc. Right? 8. So that's good. You got the $400 price of the VR. Need something to play. There's 8 games, 8 experiences. I probably shouldn't say games because they're experiences. So yeah. And during the PlayStation meeting conference, they showed off some gameplay. They finally showed off some gameplay for Mass Effect Andromeda. I tried not to look at it, but I probably will look at it later. All PlayStation 4 models will get the HDR compatibility next week. Allegra Frank at Polygon says, time for a system update. The PlayStation 4 firmware gets an update next week to add HDR compatibility. Sony announced during today's PlayStation meeting, owners of the console can go and update their consoles to get access to the new features. It's likely that this version 4.0, tested out earlier this summer in beta by select users, adds several features meant to streamline the user interface. Sony announced today that one of those is high dynamic range compatibility, HDR, for PS4. The PlayStation 4 Pro revealed today will also be able to output games in HDR. That and 4K streaming capabilities are two of its biggest selling points. Probably the only selling points. The firmware update makes all PlayStation 4 models HDR compatible. The PS4 family now includes the currently available model, the slimmed down PS4 that arrives on September 15, 5 more days, and PS4 Pro. Despite the firmware update, only PlayStation 4 Pro will be able to output games in 4K, however. Okay. There's a lot of things to talk about for this PlayStation 4 Pro, and I probably will be saving that for the podcast, so stay tuned. Next week, PlayStation 4 Slim is out. PlayStation 4 Pro will increase visual fidelity of PlayStation VR. I hope so. Ben Kuchera at Polygon says Sony will be offering a premium VR experience. They announced players who have both the PlayStation Pro and PlayStation VR will see a marked improvement in the visuals in some virtual reality games. Although Sony has already promised that players on the PlayStation 4 will experience frame rates high enough to make the experience comfortable. But what I think is, I've already experienced the VR and it does feel smooth, but the visuals are kind of blurry, kind of fuzzy. Like, it's not crisp. And I hope that the PlayStation Pro will make the game more crisper, because I tried that Under the Sea demo and the Eve Valkyrie demo. And at both times, the visual was blurry. I mean, not blurry, but fuzzy. It was not crisp, but it felt great. So far, still hyped for this VR experience. But if I were to get a VR, PlayStation Pro would probably help. Hopefully there'll be demos for that. So hopefully that'll be good. Pokemon Go is finally coming to the Apple Watch. Apple Watch, finally. I tweeted out earlier, and I'm hyped. I'm glad. I stopped playing Pokemon Go, but as soon as it comes to the Apple Watch, I'm sure I'll be popping back in, because I'll finally be able to just keep it on my watch, walk around, hatch a few eggs, and so forth. Apple 7. We don't have to talk about that. Apple announces Watch 2. It's faster and it's water resistant. That's pretty much it. More than PlayStation meeting 2016. I thought there it is. Okay. So get rid of that. I like this. I want to talk about this a little bit. Just a little bit, because I'll talk about it in the podcast more. Ben Kuchera at Polygon says Microsoft fires back at Sony over lack of 4K Blu-ray support, claims power superiority. So Xbox tweeted out this lovely tweet with check marks and what they have. So they have 4K streaming and Blu-ray. You got a check. HDR gaming check. Greatest games check. 40% smaller check. Xbox One S from $299. Man, that is a deal. That is a deal. Microsoft They're gonna start out selling it. And PlayStation, I don't know. I mean, I guess what's coming up is the PlayStation VR. That's something that the Microsoft does not have. So we'll see what happens. But right now, as of right now, Microsoft is or Xbox One S is looking a lot better, like a better buy. So I'll save that. Okay, so let's go take a look at this PlayStation stuff. Sid Schumann at the PlayStation blog has wrote the ultimate FAQ. Here are the basics. What is PS4 Pro? PS4 Pro is a high-end version of PS4 that is capable of outputting 4K graphics, HDR support, smoother and more stable frame rates, and 4K streaming. Upon its launch, PS4 Pro will make supported PS4 games look better and runs more smoothly. That's okay. It'll come out for $400 November 10. Will PS4 Pro have separate or exclusive games? No exclusivity. Will all PS4 games be compatible with PS4 Pro? Yes. Will I need to pay to update? No. Wait, update my existing PS4 game with PS4 Pro features. While nothing specifically prevents publishers and developers from this, we don't anticipate it at much. It's a lot of. Will PS4 Pro require 4K? No, it won't. What benefits does PS4 Pro provide when playing on a non 4K HD TV? It offers benefits even if you play on HD TV that isn't 4K, depending on how the developer chooses to use the increased processing power. So it's all depends on the developers. Additionally, PS4 games that render below native 1080p. This is the PlayStation 4 Pro. I don't know. There's just so much to talk about. So much to talk about this Pro. Cons and pros. Now, PlayStation 4 Pro won't buy you any much online advantage. Well, yeah, because it's... Oh, that makes sense. Here's how the new PlayStation 4 Pro stacks up against... No, we don't know how to talk about that. Already talked about Mass Effect Andromeda. Bethesda says Sony won't allow Skyrim or Fallout 4 mods on PlayStation 4. Sony, what are you doing? What are you doing, PlayStation? Why? 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 I just... So much things to talk about. Unreal 4 engine. Sony won't charge. Of course they won't. They better not. Microsoft continues to attack Sony. Good job, Microsoft. I'm a Sony fanboy, but I'm saying good job. And I love the Xbox, so it depends on what system you want to play on. It doesn't matter to me. Also, I want to just say free iPhone 7 offers from AT&T, Verizon, others are basically, well, they're basically just, you need to sign up for a 2-year contract and you need to trade in recent, probably a phone that's been within 2 years, so that way you'll get that free iPhone. So yeah. Fall TV, Xbox One, HBO. Okay, so that's pretty much all the news. Talk about. So let's talk. I want to take a look at the Fall TV stuff. As what's returning and what's coming. I haven't seen the show. I saw that they released a full pilot episode on YouTube. I will check that out. I'll check that out eventually. I should probably say that. Atlanta's coming in. Better Things. I heard good things about this. Starring Louise Pamela Adlin. So I... It's not... Not a lot there. MacGyver. MacGyver's coming back. MacGyver. Exorcist. Van Helsing. Van Helsing. I'm excited for Luke Cage. Then again, I'm slowly. I don't know. Superheroes. October 2 is Westworld. I'm excited for this. The show Westworld. There's a lot of things. They didn't provide any pictures, so I don't know. And HBO has plotted out at least 5 seasons for its sci-fi drama. Good. Good things. So that's pretty much it for the One Track Jon Show. There's a lot of things to talk about that I want to talk about, but I want to save that for the podcast. And I'll probably be streaming Overwatch during this weekend because if you guys didn't know, if the gamers didn't know, on Xbox One and PlayStation 4, the Overwatch is free to try. It's a trial weekend until Monday, so I'll be playing that. I was on probably about an hour a while ago, and I've been enjoying myself a lot. I've been trying out the characters, learning how they play. I've found Anya, the sniper healer, to be pretty fun. D.Va is pretty fun. When I tried the beta, I played McCree a lot. As I jumped into here, I noticed that I'm not that good at McCree, so yep. Oh, Junkrat. I like him too. There's a lot of Bastions on there. Why? That's like easy kills. What's the point? But oh well. To each their own, alright? So let's take a look. There's any cool trailers just to end the show with something fun to watch, because I did not have anything fun to watch. There's a lot of things, but nothing interesting. Don't know what it is. Justin Timberlake and the Tennessee Kids. That's a Netflix exclusive. Cool. JT is the man. He brought sexy back, and that was it. DJ Khaled. The new iPhone is just worse. Yeah, that's. Just take a look at the gaming scene. Latest videos popular with gamers, upcoming live streams. And these are old videos. Not much to talk about. Yeah, so that's the One Track Jon Show. There's no videos to end the podcast with. So, thank you for coming, checking it out, whoever did. And I'll see you next time. Game on. Bye.